Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Cinnamon Stitches. I am your yarn host Jennifer. And I did a little thing. So story time. Followed by another purchase that I made, but I mean it's fine. I could not pass up this deal. I've been saying that too many times the past 2 weeks. Can't pass up this deal. I'm done shopping for a while now. But what did I buy? I went to the thrift store. So that right there. Okay, I don't know what just happened to my light. It like spazzed out on me. You see that? It started changing colors. It might be time for a new light. That cord is kind of janky, and if you touch the cord, I am not actually in the cubby hole. Hang on. Not actually in the cubby where my legs are supposed to go. Somebody's screaming outside. Hang on. Shock. It's the neighbors. Shock! Ain't nobody surprised. Alright, so I went to the thrift store. Why did I go to the thrift store? In case you live in the Fredericksburg area, St. Vincent de Paul on Lafayette Boulevard. Got a huge donation. That blanket keeps falling. We're just going to set that over there. A huge donation of yarn and or fabrics. Now my first instinct is when that happens is that somebody died. I don't know if that's a fact. That's why I feel like maybe somebody died. And that's why they got all their yarn donated. And all of their craft supplies. Because there was a lot of fabric as well. And I will put in a clip right here.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Let's sing it out loud. Okay. Ooh. Oh, goodness.
All right. Hopefully that goes in correctly. So they posted about this. By the time you see this video, I'm filming this video on Sunday. I went on Saturday. I don't know if they'll have any left by the time you see this, because I already have a bunch of videos lined up this week already uploaded, because I am way ahead of my game. I don't know. I am very like getting shit done. Cinnamon Stitches is getting stuff done, okay? I have just been full force like a freight train. You guys saw Monday, I made, 14 or 15 things in 10 days. I have been editing, uploading, writing patterns. I just have been plowing through work. And today I'm a little tired. Well, yesterday was Saturday. I had an amazing day. I know you're not watching this till Wednesday or Thursday, but Saturday, I spent the entire day with Juju. We went out and we went to 800 stores. And I bought some shampoo and conditioner because we needed it. I bought some hair mask for my hair, so keep it silky smooth. And I bought a candle, and I bought a new tank top, and at a consignment style shop. So nothing I bought was expensive. We shopped at TJ Maxx. We shopped at the thrift store. We shopped at, like, it wasn't like, oh, we're going to go blow money. It was not that kind of situation. And we started the day at St. Vincent de Paul. And that's why we're here today. So I had a really, really good, nice, relaxing day yesterday. I woke up early this morning. I played with Legos for a little bit. And now I'm showing you this video. And then I have to go grocery shopping. But Cinnamon Stitches has been getting stuff done. So this video is going to be late. The good thing about St. Vincent de Paul is they're only open like a couple days a week. So they were open Saturday. They're open Monday. I think they're open Wednesday. I'm not entirely sure on their schedule. So Saturday, Mondays, and Wednesdays maybe is the day they're open. they're a volunteer service. So like if you're working there, you're a volunteer, and unless they can get volunteers in to work, they can't open the store. And because all the people that work there are elderly, I'm gonna be real honest, they are all past their 60s, and it's volunteer. Like they're only open a couple days a week, so you might still have a chance when this video is released, if you live in this area, to go to St. Vincent de Paul and maybe find some more yarn, or at least fabric, because they had a lot of fabric. And I was actually talking to the ladies behind the counter because they're super nice. They're super nice in there. I have never had a problem with anybody that worked there. And she said, yeah, like people are going crazy for that yarn. I'm like, I can imagine. And she's cute. She's all, some lady came in and spent $160 on just yarn the other day, and then the next day another lady came and she spent $120. And I'm looking at the yarn that they had out after those two ladies made those big purchases, and I was like, well, you still had some really good yarn. Like, that made me happy. I said, I've been holding off since Wednesday when you posted. And she's all, yeah, we just put a bunch more out this morning. And I was like, I lucked out. I came on the right day. You know, what I'm going to show you first is these cool boxes. First of all, they're my favorite colors. So there's a pink one that's filled with yarn, and then there's two purples. These are Creative Options plastic container. They are dirty. You see how dirty they are? Let me see. You see it? They feel yucky. They need to be washed. There's like some sort of residue on them. They smell... They don't smell like smoke. They don't smell like dirt. They don't smell like grease or anything like that. And they're kind of greasy. They smell like... almost like sour milk, but not like real bad of sour milk, and old lady perfume. Okay? I don't have a problem cleaning stuff. It's plastic. It'll clean right up. But these two, the purple, are the worst because I got two in purple. Oh, look, stamp supplies. I didn't notice that before. So these were $3 each, and I know, there's Q-tips in here. Gross. And there's yellow powder. So these need to be severely cleaned. But these are stackable, right? And I'm thinking they're stackable this way in some of my shelves. So I bought those. Those were $3 a piece, but they also had a pink one, which was the cleanest of the three, which is why the yarn is in this one, because this one doesn't stink. So I'm thinking something got spilled on. Ugh. It feels gross. All right, these were all $3, and you know, purple and pink is my cup of tea. It's my jam. Now, they also had beautiful, beautiful yarn. Last week, they had a huge variety of types of yarn. So they had mandala cakes, and they had bougie yarns, and they had all kinds. Today, if you looked at the video, there was knit picks, there was Meline Tosh, high-end stuff. I don't remember what other brands they had. I will show you what I bought though. Okay, so I'm digging through and I'm like, you guys already know I prefer variegated, self-striping, highly colorful yarns. And you guys, if you've been around for a while, you also know that I have brands that I absolutely prefer when it comes to high-end yarns. There are yarns that I love. Now, I have always drooled over Meline Tosh, and they had quite a few Meline Tosh for a really good price. I did not like the colors because I don't like what I call neutrals, and solid colored yarns very much can be neutral to me, and a lot of them they were beautiful, don't get me wrong. I don't work in solid colors. Have you noticed? I work in a lot of variegateds because solid colors bores me to tears, and I think it's an ADHD thing because I cannot, all one color, I can't do it. That's why I mix and blend colors a lot. Could be an ADHD thing, could be a gen thing. I think it's ADHD. So I went through the bucket, and I purposely didn't grab anything to carry. I didn't grab a basket or a bag to put stuff in because I didn't have a lot of money to spend. The Joann's thing and Juju has a higher car payment, and then the Feederbrook Farms yarn that I bought, I was avoiding going to St. Vincent de Paul because I spent a lot on those yarns, and I spent the money that I had. And there's a lot of things coming up, and like life is kind of crazy right now, but I just kept seeing the posts. I'm like, I can't pass up. I gotta go at least look in case I just get like a hint. And I didn't get a lot. The lady still thought I spent a lot, but I was telling her prices. The lady at St. Vincent de Paul, I told Juju, I was like, I have this much money to spend today, and that is budgeted in for all the things that I needed to buy while we were out. Shampoo, conditioner, hair mask, deodorant, things like that. Like, I have this amount of money and I cannot go over that, or I can't make your car payment. Because I have to put a certain amount away for my taxes. I have to put a certain away for groceries. I have to put a certain amount away for... I am on a very strict budget. Very strict. Like, it's tight. And so I was like, I can't spend over this amount of money today, Juju. And she's really bad with enabling me and saying, just get it, Mom. Just get it. Just, you deserve it. Just get it. Just do it. She was really good, though. She was not encouraging me to buy anything. She was like, no, don't get that. And then I was watching her budget her own money because they cut her hours at work, and she is so upset about that. So she's like, I ain't got no money. Like, I don't have a lot to do. I'm like, let's just go and do what we can do. We'll just be careful with our money, and we'll just have a good time and just be out. So I don't know why I'm explaining that all to you. I feel like I have to explain myself, and I really don't. I got a comment the other day that was like, it just perturbed me to no end. She thought that because I was buying myself yarn, she was livid that I was not giving it away in a giveaway, because the audacity of poor old Jen buying herself yarn and not giving it to her. She will never subscribe to my channel. So I responded, and I was like, I don't want subscribers like you. I don't want someone who thinks that I owe them something, because I provide entertainment. I don't owe you. I'm not paying you to subscribe to my channel. And I was nice about it, but you got to go. Like, I don't understand where the thinking of that, the audacity of thinking that someone has to give you what they just purchased for themselves. That's like going shopping with your best friend, and they're buying themselves something nice, which they worked hard for their money. They worked hard to buy themselves something nice to treat themselves. And you going, well, since you're buying that for yourself, you need to give it to me. Can you imagine? Can you imagine the audacity? I blocked her so quick. I said my piece and I blocked her. Anyway, none of that matters. Yarn. Let's look at it again. Okay. Do you see what I see right here? That's koigu, baby. Do you know how hard it is to find koigu in Virginia? Because koigu is all the way up in Canada. Okay? And so koigu has trickled down to a few United States shops. It's at Michigan Fine Yarns. Jimmy Bean's Wool started to carry it. So it's trickling. But it is not in local yarn stores in Virginia. It is not. I have looked. I love koigu. If you don't know about koigu, go check them out. Okay? It's spelled Koigu. I have a lot of koigu. I have more koigu than I have any other brand aside from Premier Yarns, because Premier Yarns is way cheaper than koigu. And so I was talking to the lady behind the counter, and she's all, that's cute. How much do these retail for? And I told her between $16 and $20 for this. She goes, for this? She's all, well, it is superwash merino wool. And I was like, yeah. And she's all, this little thing. I'm like, yeah. And they had them marked for between $6 and $4. Yeah. And so you can see it was too good of a deal to pass up, right? And so they had lots of colors. I grabbed I didn't grab all the koigu. I grabbed almost all of it, because I don't work with solids a whole lot. And also, so I grabbed those. So this one was $6. These were $4, and I don't know why. And then the solids were $6. Yeah, so why the variegated was $4, I have no idea. So we got 4 of these and 3 of these. I will show you up close, don't worry. So this one is the birch colorway. Birch. I apologize if you can hear Lucas. He's really loud this morning. He woke up real late and his medicine is late getting into him, so he's very wired right now because he hasn't been up that long. Okay, so this says the Koigu Collectors Club is a monthly limited edition one-of-a-kind themed colorway of KPPPM, hand dyed. They put the sticker over that. This one doesn't have a sticker on it. Dyed by Tayu Landra, co-owner of Koyu Wool Designs, created exclusively for LYSs that carry Koyu. June 2019's theme, a delicate color of spring green leaves, birch. So it is a creamy base. It's white creamy, and it's got like little specks of like a dark gray and minty green. And because I'm not filming on my big camera, this is not coming out real great. Let's try that. That's much better. Isn't that pretty? That's so pretty. And then they had these colors, which I'm like, that looks like the green that's in there. And that looks like it might be in there. So these are the two solids that I bought. So these all kind of go together. The peach is the odd man out, but we're going to be fine with that. So I got 3 of those because that's what they had. And then we got, this one's unraveling. The minty green, the more aqua, this gray color, all of which go with this. Oh, is that not beautiful? Just imagine the fading. Or you could do this, that. See if I can pick them all up. Yeah, I can't. Just stunning. And then they had the peach. But I think the peach kind of goes with this one. Maybe not. It doesn't matter. Because I have koigu over there that will go with this. But I'm not mad at that either. It'd just be like a something to spice up. So that was the koigu, which is what made all of this well worth it. And then the Meline Tosh was also $6. These retail for like $30 to $30. This is Meline Tosh hand-dyed yarns. This is DK weight. Merino wool, 100% merino wool, DK weight, 225 yards. Dyed by hand in Texas from wool ethically sourced in South Africa. Isn't that beautiful color? And these are fingering weight, but how pretty would that be together? I'm wondering. Is it so much? Yeah, that's weight. Not even close to the same thickness. So I got this one because it was DK weight and because I thought that was beautiful. And I might have some DK weights that go with that. Like the Feederbrook Farms, maybe? I definitely have some that are blue. I know what I have. The ones that I got in Alabama. Let me see what I can find. See if I can find it. It might not be out. I may have put it away. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. Oh, is that it? This is not it. But that's DK weight. Just saying, I have colors to go with that. So, and my plan is to make probably tops. I really like making shirts. And then I found this one. This one was $4. How their prices are so all over the place with the $4 and $6, I have no idea. This is Yarn Carnival hand-dyed yarns in Austin, Texas. This is the color Drummers Drumming. 12 Drummers Drumming. So I'm guessing this was part of a Christmas series. But to me, this is Texas Americana all day long. Just, you know how the Texans are. They love that flag. If you're in Texas, you know exactly what I'm talking about. They put the star and the flag and the Texas emblem on everything. I have family in Texas. I have family from my side and Mr. Cinnamon's side in Texas. And my sister-in-law actually was talking one time, and she worked at a hotel down by where she lives. And she goes, you know, the waffle maker, it makes Texas-shaped waffles. She's all, I can't, it's like so funny now. We were just, because they're from California, we were just laughing and rolling, talking about the Texas stuff everywhere. Everything in Texas has Texas, like the Texas shape of the state on stuff, or the Texas star, the Texas flag, which is red, white, and blue. That's Texas all day long. I know it's not red, white, and blue, it's red, gray, and blue, but that is Texas. That's Texas. Speaking of red, white, and blue, this was in there, and this is a project that I think she started. So whoever's yarn this was, she's got a little hand note in here, and it talks about Lorna's Laces Shepherd Sock Yarn, and then she wrote the pattern for a baby hat. And it's the entire pattern. So it says gauge knit on circulars, she put circs. On knitted cap with size 2 circs. 6.5 stitches equals 1 inch. Size 9 to 12 months to knit a baby cap with 16-inch circs. Cast on 104 stitches with fingering weight. Then she gives the 6.5 stitches by 16 inches or something like that. Join in the round. Continue in, it says STST. Continue in STST until piece measure 6 inches from cast on edge, and then start decrease rounds. So this is a very, very basic. What is STST? Is that? Because the way this is, she didn't do like a ribbing on it. Which is fine. So that's a baby cap. And she did the cutest little swatch. This yarn is so pretty. Is that not beautiful? I'm going to keep this forever. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but this is so pretty. And somebody knit this. You know, she knit it with her beautiful little hands, and it could be nothing more than a swatch. But isn't this beautiful? And so I told Mr. Cinnamon I'm going to have to knit a hat with this because this is so pretty. Can you imagine? That would be such a beautiful hat. And there's actually enough here to make a pair of socks. And it still had the little label with it. So this is Lorna's Laces Shepherd Sock Wool in the color Liberty. Actually, 1776 Liberty is what it's called. Approximately 215 yards. So this was tucked inside of one of the balls. This is so pretty. It's so pretty. This cost $2 for this. So I don't think they knew how to price any of this or what they were actually doing, because this was priced $1 and this is Schoppel sock wool. And Schoppel is a German wool. This cost me $1. This is Ambiente. So it's Schoppel Ambiente. And it is, of course, in German. So it says superwash yarn. I'm trying to translate with what little German I know. Extra fine superwash yarn. In fine count, also useful for socks, for lady sweater. I don't know what mashka probe means. It's 50 grams. This is going to make a really beautiful knit hat. These colors are $1. This is Schoppel. Or maybe it's pronounced Schoppel. I don't know why German, you gotta like oomph with it, but is that not, I need to turn my light back up a little bit. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, yeah, that's so pretty. Beautiful, $1. And then she had these two, and these were marked $6 each. And there's not a label in these, but this is very much super washable. I can tell by the feel of it. It's super washable, and it's just beautiful colors. It's already caked ready for me to use. And I don't know what I'm going to do with any of these. They all smell like somebody's house. They don't smell dirty or gross. This one's been around the longest. You can smell. It just smells slightly dusty, not like gross. And I'm also really stuffy, so yeah, none of them stink. That's the thing when you're buying from a thrift store. Always, always, always smell the yarn. Smell it. If it smells like cat pee, put it back because it's not ever coming clean. You can sometimes get smoke, like strong smoke, out of your yarn. I actually did a video on how to clean your yarn. You have to hang it up, and then you have to wash it with like a lot of soap and water. You gotta let it soak sometimes in vinegar, and then air it out to dry outside. You will get some shrinkage with wool specifically if you do that, but smell your yarn if you're going to a thrift shop and make sure it doesn't stink. Same thing with fabric. Smell it, because I went into a Value World in Michigan one time, and they had a big ginormous garbage bag filled with yarn, but they wouldn't let you open it. And I didn't know the smell test back then. And I brought it home, and they clearly had been peed on by lots and lots of cats. Like, it was so strong. And I washed what I could, but I had to throw about half of it out because cat pee crystallizes, and you can't get the crystals out of the yarn. Like, you just can't. Like, you cannot. So cat pee, we stay far, far away from anything that smells like pee-pee. We don't buy pee-pee yarn. Pee-pee yarn is gross. Cigarettes, I can deal with if it's not real strong, because I grew up in a highly smoke-filled house, and I know how to clean it. But wool like this, if it smells real bad, I'm not buying stinky wool, because I don't want to ruin the wool by trying to have to soak it in really hot water, which is what hot water is what gets the cigarette smoke out, because cigarette smoke also will cause a stickiness with nicotine. I remember when I was a little girl, my mom used to have to wash the walls every 6 months because the nicotine would be in the walls and everything would kind of turn yellow, and she'd get the bleach, and she'd hot water as hot as her hands could stand it, and she'd scrub it, and you could just see the yellow running down the wall. It was so gross. It was so gross. I'm so glad that nobody in my house smokes cigarettes, because I cannot. It's bad enough dealing with sticky fingers from little kids, and like the cigarettes. Yeah, I don't want to mess with that. And I'm not dogging on anybody that has a smoking issue, but, I'm not dogging on anybody. That's not how we roll in Cinnamon Stitches land. Cinnamon Stitches used to smoke cigarettes when she was a teenager, so who am I to judge, right? Because when you see everybody in your life smoking cigarettes, you're like, I'm going to smoke too. I'm an adult just like they are. Glad that did not stick. Can you imagine the money alone on how much cigarettes cost? Let alone watching my dad suffocate to death with like his things, crazy. Like, I'm so glad. Yeah, so I scored big with that one. I also bought a Beanie Baby, but she's in the other room. She was $2. See, and I really like these because I'm thinking I can put a whole project in here of these fancy yarns specifically, or cakes, and I can carry this from room to room, because I have been using a Dollar Tree bucket. This is a milk pan, not a milk pan. It's a dish pan from the Dollar Tree. Still got the label on it, and I've been carrying this around with projects and all my stuff in it, and like very often the dogs will jump on it and stuff will go flying across the room. This is enclosed, but also I can do a whole box of just koigu and slide it in my koigu shelf, which is over there. I don't know if this is gonna fit in that shelf. It's squares. I don't think that's gonna fit, but we have other spaces for koigu. And that will keep the koigu clean and, you know, out of the dirt area, like the dusty dog hair flying around this in my house. I just have to clean these buckets up real good. I don't know if you know this, but like my personal opinion, the best thrift stores, aside from creative reuse stores, because I've talked about creative reuse stores a lot on the channel. Creative reuse stores are fantastic because you know you're going to find crafts there. The best places to find craft supplies are your smaller, and I hate to say this, but either smaller church-owned type thrift stores or like St. Vincent de Paul, Salvation Army type stores, or like the ones that are from a church. And I don't know why that is. I don't know. I'm just assuming that the women that go to church that do the knitting and the crocheting for charities and stuff will have leftovers and will donate them to the church that they go to. So I'm assuming. We have a thrift store here is St. Matthew's, and I used to go there all the time and get craft supplies. In the early days of my channel, you saw a lot of haul videos from there because they always had fabric, yarn, all kinds of stuff in regards to crafts. But I stopped going there because the lady that runs it is just a witch. She is a really bad person, and she's so mean to children. Like, she don't want children in her store. And she yelled at Mr. Cinnamon one time because she didn't realize I was Lucas's mom, and he was looking at the toys. He's facing this way, I'm facing this way, we're in the same section. Mr. Cinnamon walked off to look at something else, and she started yelling at him that he needs to watch his kid. And I turned around, I'm like, I am right here. And then they were putting up notes like children are allowed in the store because they have breakables, and I'm like, you know what? We're not coming back to the store. And kid you not, Cinnamon Stitches has not spent her money in that store in about 5 years because of all that. Like, you're not going to treat people's kids like crap, let alone mine, and expect me to come in here and spend money. No, you can choke on your yarn and fabrics. Not happening. But St. Vincent de Paul has for a long time not had anything, and I just think they have lacked in donations of craft supplies. It's been a while. It's been a couple years because I used to go there and I would always find like cute little balls of yarn and stuff, and then all of a sudden it dried up. And I'm hoping this isn't the case, but I'm like, maybe they got such a huge donation of stuff because somebody passed away. Because it makes sense that somebody came in and like, oh, we got to get rid of all mom's stuff or all grandma's stuff, and they just donate it like that, which is so crazy. Because I'm gonna tell you, if any of you have a stash of yarn, tell your family to sell it. They can help pay for your burial or whatever when you pass away. Tell them, write it down. Yarn is valuable, and us yarnies are crazy. And if you contact me, I will tell everybody, hey, so-and-so passed away in Kentucky. This is where they're selling the yarn at. If you have a big stash like that, I will advertise for you, okay? Don't let your family treat your crafts that you collected for years like your beautiful collection. Don't let that just get thrown away. I've seen it too many times where they don't understand the value of yarn. I mean, even if you got 50 balls of yarn and you sell that balls of yarn for $1 a piece, you got $50 towards the burial or cremation or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, and some of us have way more than 50 balls of yarn. So I'm just saying, put it in your will what to do with your yarn and fabrics and your sewing machine. Do you know how many resellers are out there selling sewing machines? I had somebody come. I put a serger out there because my aunt gave me a serger. She didn't give me the booklet, didn't teach me how to use it, she just handed me, and I could have probably learned, and I regret selling it. I've regretted it since day one. This guy comes up, and he's a reseller. He's looking at it on his phone and looking it up, and I only had it priced for $25 because it was a garage sale, and it was given to me, and I didn't look up the value of it. And he's like, I'll take this right now. And then this other lady came up and she wanted it, but she wanted it so she could use it. And I had to decide which person I was going to sell it to. So I sold it to the lady because I saw the guy looking up the price. And then, of course, I got asked, do you have any more sewing machines? No, I do not. What's out here is out here. But, yeah. I'm telling you, look up your stuff. People will buy that stuff. They will buy it. Put it on Facebook Marketplace. Put it for a garage sale. If you got a bill to pay and you got a lot of yarn and you don't know what to do, put that stuff on the marketplace. Try to sell it. Get a little bit of money out of it at least. You know? That being said, I am really glad whoever donated all of that yarn and fabric because I had fun picking through it. And while there wasn't a whole lot left, I mean, there was way more on Wednesday. And I kind of like, I should have went in Wednesday. But if I would have went in Wednesday, I probably would not have found that koigu. And I'm just glad that I waited. I wasn't going to go at all. And I talked myself out of it. Like, you don't need more yarn. You don't need more yarn. And I was like, but there's Meline Tosh. And there's like, there was so much. There was a ton of knit picks. But the knit picks were all solid colors. And there was a bag of knit picks. It wasn't fleechy. It was the real soft acrylic from Knit Picks. And they had a bag, and it was a beautiful teal, like teal aqua color. And it was a bag of probably 15 balls. And I didn't see what the price was marked on that. Because I don't work all in one color. And I was like, somebody's going to be really happy when they find that. Because that's really good yarn. There was a lot of Knit Picks, but, and this is why I know they don't know what they're doing with their marking prices, because they had a ball of Lion brand that was marked as $4, which is retail, and it was old Lion brand. It was a yarn. It was a real pretty yarn. I'm not paying retail price $4, and it was a small ball of Lion brand. I was like, they have no idea what they're marking these prices as. That should have been $1 or $2. That Shoppo should have been like $3 or $4, which is so crazy to me. But that's why I pick through. Look at your prices. Don't just grab it. And really think about what you're buying. Because $4 and $6 for $30 yarn or $20 yarn, I will pay that all day long. And then those boxes for $3, that was a really good deal, right? So, yeah, I'm excited I went. I'm glad. I have no regrets. I had a good time. Juju got a beautiful black dress that was brand new with the tags on that she saw at Target last season. And she's all, I really wanted this dress when I was at Target, and it was in her size. And not only that, it had the price tags were still on it. It was a $30 dress. They marked it for $10, but all clothes were 50% off. She paid $5 for a brand new $30 dress. So we all scored. And she also got a Beanie Baby. And it was a Beanie Baby she has wanted since she was a little girl, because it's the Beanie Baby that was born on her birthday, which is June 23rd. And she was so excited. She found it. She's all, I gotta get it. I was like, well, get it. It's $2 for a Beanie Baby. And the Beanie Baby I bought is a bear holding a bouquet of flowers. She was only $2. And then they had another one that was very similar to her that was white holding a bouquet of flowers. They wanted $5 for that one. I'm like, well, their prices, who is pricing this stuff? None of these prices make sense. Like $2 for a Beanie Baby, yeah. $5, no. No, dude, it's going to stay at the store. I'm not paying $5 for a Beanie Baby. So, yeah, if you're local, check out St. Vincent de Paul in my area on Lafayette. They, at the very least, if you need fabric, they had a ton of really nice fabric, and it was all wrapped and bundled with labels and stuff around it. It was pretty awesome. And I don't know if they're going to be getting more, if more is going to be hitting the floor. I have no idea, because they didn't tell me that part. But yeah, if you go, tell them I said hi. They don't know who Cinnamon Stitches is, but just say the lady with the pink and purple hair. The fat girl with pink and purple hair sent me. They're probably not going to remember me. They probably have no clue. I did tell them, though. I told all 40,000 of my friends. Because I posted it in the Facebook group. And at least one of the ladies in the Facebook group was like, I can't wait to go till Monday. Because they're not open on Sundays. Anyway, I'm going to shut up. I'm going to let you guys go. Hope you enjoyed this video. I enjoyed showing you what I bought. Now I have to go grocery shopping. So wish me luck. And I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.